Oh yeah, I can't do it like that. All right, I'm here with Matt, and we're gonna look at how we start up the thing.
The Sleepy Boys.
Yay!
Alright, so first things first, you come in the door. Usually this door will be shut. You just walk in, turn the lights on. This is all pretty easy to figure out. But what I do is I always hit this button first and this button, and I'll turn that on while those are loading. Over here, you push the power button. It's a real small button right here, right there.
It's a hidden one. You gotta find that little guy.
And this is very important too. As soon as that comes on like this, you hit menu, shooting mode, and go to photo. If you don't do that, it'll go into demo mode, and you can see the Sony logo instead of the camera stuff. Then I come right over here, two switches on the back, make sure they're both flipped. Now, they have to both be flipped because one is your phantom power, because the microphones all take phantom power, which means it's got a small electrical current going through the cord to power the device and the mic. This right here, there's a button right here you push, and that starts to turn that on. This is the video switcher. Usually you will never mess with anything on this. It's all set already where it needs to be. So just all you're going to mess with on this is that button. You're going to turn it on. Make sure whatever mics you're using are unmuted. In this case, 1 and 2 are unmuted, 3 and 4 are muted. And by the time you're watching this, we'll have shown you which ones are number 1. Number 1 is up all the way up there, the farthest from us on the right. Number 2 is directly across. And then you go back across, that's number 3. And then this one closest to me is number 4. That's what the mics are set on. So now that that is going, everything is firing up, it looks okay. Make sure you hit this button to turn the monitor on, because that way the people, the host and the guests, can see themselves. And of course the code will be changed on this eventually.
Yeah, you don't have to get the code.
Alright, so I will have this fixed. I have this open up on the power up. That's the changing times vMix presets. And
it won't necessarily be that screen.
No, I'll actually stop it. So what you'll want to do is, by the time you're watching this, I'll have fixed this. So it'll come up and be regular, like this. Close. PC isn't fully protected. Well, it is. So I always start with this one over here as well. All right. I do not ever upgrade to Windows 11.
Okay.
Because we don't have a registration key for Windows 11. I'll have to call them and see what we have to do about that.
Oh, that's a vMix issue, right?
Yeah. But it's okay. Hold on a second. Let me back this up. Don't ever upgrade to Windows 11. I don't know why my email's coming up, but that won't happen either. So now we're powered up. We're ready to start what we're going to do. First thing I do is I come over here to vMix. That's this little deal right down here. Little checkerboard looking thing. It's also right up here. You can double click that, but it's easier. You just click this one and it comes up. While that's loading, I'll come over here to Google Chrome and pull that up, and you'll see why here in just a minute. Then, whatever show you've got, there'll be a preset for it. In this case, it would be, like, let's say, changing times. You click this little arrow right here where it says open, and these are all your presets for different shows that we have had and do have. So I'm going to click changing times vMix. You don't have to reset up the cameras or anything like that, which is good. Because I don't know if I even remember how to do that. I mean, I know how to do it, but alright, so this is what I saved it as last time. This is not how it's going to be. What it's going to look like is we will have the opening sequence, which does I'll show you what it does. So you'll always want to make sure it's always rewound. So I'm going to get rid of this. Alright, so I'm going to merge that over there, because that's always what you're going to start with whenever the stream starts. You're going to start, I'll show you that in a second. Alright, so we want to go to changing times. You see there's no camera, no images anywhere on these, so that's where this comes in. So you've already opened Google Chrome. There's the vMix call. It's also up here somewhere. I don't know exactly where. You just have to look in it, but usually it'll be right here. You click vMix call. It's a link that the computer remembers, and then this remembers that link as well. Now this is going to pause automatically. It does that so that it saves a little processing power. So now this is what everybody's going to see. Everything that you're seeing here is what everyone is going to see. Alright, so now that that's done, our sound. Go down here to the VR 4HD RCS. Click that once, and this will pop up. This is basically a computer remote for the switcher. So you go down here to this green little deal on the bottom left, the VR-4HD MIDI. You click that. It's going to ask you if you want to, it says the current RC data differs from the data in the VR-4HD, and it's wanting to know if you want to switch to what it says over there. You always click no, and it'll come up like this. You take these, all of these four right here need to be even with this. This turns up the volume on all the inputs, i.e. your computers that go through it. Alright, so that's good. You want to minimize that. You don't want to exit out. Alright, so now we're ready to go back over here. So now we're ready to broadcast. You got to find out who is on the show. So you'll go down here, once you find that out, and once you find out the title of the show, click the little, you see where it says stream right there? You'll want to click the settings icon right next to it. As you can see, we have nothing on stream number 1. You can stream to 3 different places. We're having an issue with Twitter right now, so we don't do anything with that. So number 2 is our Facebook. So that comes up, and you go to Facebook settings, and this is where your title page is. So it's already pre-done. This is changing times. This is from last week, the interview with General Flynn. So whoever it is, you just zero it out and you put the guest's name or the title. Right? Leave changing times right there, because that's going to be what everybody actually sees. Alright, so when you're done with that, and this is very important, you have to click create stream. And it takes it a second. You got to be patient with this stuff. And you'll see that's our stream right there. So if you close, and then this is important too. You have to save and close. Alright, so now it's ready to stream. Now these are the banners down here. So if you're wanting to change that, which is, this one obviously goes under this side where the guests usually sit. And then I have another one just like it for the other side. And before I do anything, I'm going to save this so that way it'll be all right. So again, you gotta make sure that's start show music. So never mind about that. When you're ready to stream, to change the title, you hover over this box here and you right click and go to title editor. And this is what it says, like Lynn Morris and Dr. Mary Byrne. They were on the same side the other day. So you put their name here, and then description is whatever they want underneath their name. And you just usually just put that there. And you don't have to actually save this one, it automatically does it. So you just X out of that when it's done. Make sure your camera is here. See, this is the main camera right here. And I'm going to save that again because that's what it needs to be as. So now you're ready to stream. So what you'll do is you'll go down here. Right now we're having to do the stream 1 or stream 2 rather, and we're not doing stream 3 because it's Twitter and it won't let us stream anything when we try that. So you can click that little arrow and start stream 2, and it'll go red. It'll start yellow up here, stream 2, and then it'll go from yellow to red. Red is good. Red is what you want it to be. I'm not going to start streaming right now because that would weird people out.
Yep.
So, and as soon as it hits stream, you click this and you let it play out. Note the little pause button right there. That was a play button a second ago. And you can hear the music playing through. Sometimes the music is way louder than what it needs to be. Oh, sorry. And then you count them down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you hit M to merge, bam, and now they're live. And they're talking, da 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 da. And then when they're done,
It's like adults and Charlie Brown.
and when I'm done, when they're done, sometimes they like to go a little late. So, and they will if you're not, because it's hard sometimes for them to actually see you say, yo, you got 2 minutes, and they don't take it that seriously sometimes. So what I do is I go to this where it says start show music. We're going to make that our end show music. So over here, the end is from 2:39 to 3:09 for the song. That's right there. So I'll take this little slider bar and go to 2 minutes. Actually, it's 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And I'm holding the button down, so you'll see. All right, so goes to that American flag, and they're still talking. So we go here to where it says Start Show Mix, Start Show Music. Click that little speaker icon, and that turns the volume on for that song. And bring this way down, the volume way down, so it plays quietly in their ears. Then you pick the right moment, and you hit play, and he'll hear it, and he'll start to wind it down. And I gradually slide this up. And then he's, da-da-da-da-da, we'll see y'all next week. And then I have it up all the way. I merge it.
Same back channel.
And then I hit S to stop stream. Or click stream right here, and it'll ask you to stop stream. And you'll click yes. And then as soon as...
When you hit S to stop screen, it brings up a thing that says, yes, you want to stop it. Right?
No.
It
does
stops
not.
it?
It stops it.
So if you click on stream, it pulls that up, but if you click the S, it doesn't.
Right. If you click the S, there's no questions. It just does what it...
So S is probably your better way to do it.
S is to start stream, and but we'll have to get rid of one of the other streams that's not being able to be
Right.
cast. But hit S to start the stream, and S to stop it.
Okay.
So you always got to be careful where your hands are on this keyboard.
Yeah.
So, and then when that's done, you just shut it down like normal. Unless there's another show, then there'll be another preset for it right up here and open. That little arrow right there, that little bitty arrow. And you'll go to the next one, and it's a preset also, and it's the same process. So, I'm going to go ahead and shut this all down. Discard changes and close, because I've already saved it. And yeah, and I'm going to shut this down. These computers have been going for a long time, and I think that's because we do shut them down. We're supposed to shut them down every day.
Yeah, it wears on them just to be running.
Yeah.
The heat.
Eventually I'll need to take this one probably to get it cleaned, get the dust out of it.
I would think so.
But as far as everything else, it's running really good. So I'm going to show you something. When you go to shut down, if you haven't closed out your VR-4 HD RCS, it'll say, this app is preventing shutdown. I just click shutdown anyway, and it automatically closes it out. So
Cool.
flip them closed, turn the lights off. It's a reverse process.
You're now moving in reverse.
Hit the camera, hit the power button,
Remember to say,
that switch. Turn both of these switches off right down here and push that button. All right, and you've just broadcast a show. If you follow this step by step, nothing should go wrong.
Oh boy.
But if it does,
Why did he say that?
you'll have to figure it out.
Pray.
So there's